Hello, so welcome to a new video. We're working on merging and combining using Pandas library. Okay, so in real projects, your data rarely lives in a single clean file. We might have data from data 1, from multiple files, data 2, data 3. So we might have files from multiple data sources, and we just want to go ahead and combine these multiple into one single data frame. So we might have it from maybe data from December, from January, from February, and we just want all in one just combined data set. Well, amazingly, we can use the .merge for this. So go ahead and delete this. Let's say we have two different tables here, table 1 and table 2. And let's say one of the columns is ID, and we want to merge these two tables together into one single table. Well, we can use the .merge, so it'd be df merge. Oh, my bad. Sorry, that's incorrect. It would be PD from the Pandas PD merge. Your parameters would be table 1, table 2, and saying, what are you merging it with? Well, we want it on this ID. So on ID column name, and how would be left. Now this right here, left, right, inner, is very important. Okay, let's say we have more rows on one table than the other. So on left, let's just get everything that are crossing each other and on the left side. Right will be, let's get everything on, this is table 2, table 1, table 1, table 2. Let's get everything that's intersecting and on the left side, on the right side. This is everything intersecting but on the left side. Now inner would be just give me everything that's intersecting with each other. So that's how you understand the how is on left or on right. Now let's look at the concat. Allows you to stack data frames together. Okay, so let's say you want to have this data frame, table 1, or table 2, table 1, and we can stack them like boxes, how I think of visually, onto each other. So it would just be this table 1, and then we have table 2 on top of each other. But this is all one new data frame, right? So you can pass in encode, do pd.concat, pass it in the list, t1, t2, and then you want the axes to be 0, that would be vertically, and if its axis is 1, that would be horizontally. So this is vertically, or we can do it this way, T1, T2, horizontally. So that is the concat. All right, now let's say we're looking at these two data frames, and we're going to use the join method, which is kind of like the merge from earlier, but this is index-based. So we don't have to pass it anything. It's very concise. So let's say we want df1, this is the name of this table, and you want to join it with df2 and how left. Remember here it's the Venn diagrams. Just give me everything on the left side and everything that's intersecting. So that is .join. Got merging and combining in Pandas. So it's going to make sure to import Pandas PD. We're going to look at the merge, the concat, and join. So let's say we have these two tables or data frame series where our columns will be product ID and units sold, just random variables, and we have category. So let's go ahead and run that. We can go ahead and do df sales. Let's look at that data frame. Okay, let's look at df products. So we see here we have our product ID and product ID. So these are two different ones, and we want to look at merging them. And how will we merge these two together? Well, we can merge it by its product ID. So this we do df merged. We do the pd.merge and the sales. So we want what is your first data frame and your second data frame on which column, and we're going to do on left join. So do df merge, df. Okay, so you see here it has merged these two series data frames together. Now you see we have an NaN here, which I guess we'll not look at it at all, but there's no information for this. So that's when we have an NaN values, we can either put in vitamin or protein or strip it or actually drop the whole row together. Now let's look at concat. So we have our two data frames. It's gonna go here, put them away from me. Okay, yeah, so we have df January and df February. So what was sold in January, what was sold in February, that's our revenue. Let's look at it real quick. df January, df February. All right, so we have products and revenue. We can actually concat these two together. So A, B, C, D, and we can pass in the list we want and ignoring the index. So 0, 1, 0, 1, right? Because then it'll be 0, 1, 0, 1, or 2, 3. That's what we want. So we do df all, df all. See, that we concat. It's like putting it together. We can stack on top of each other these two data frames. All right, so we just stack them on top of each other. We stack January and February, acts as 0, and we ignored index. Now let's look at these two data frames, df1 and df2. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now, how can we join these two? We can join the df1 with df2, how inner, so where these two are together. So we have y here, and we have y here, x here, and z here, and z here. So we can actually do inner join, df joined. So we can actually join these two together. Now it's kind of like our join here, our merge, kind of like that, but necessarily we can just do this to join for quicker. We don't have to do our setting for what ID on product ID. So kind of merge and join, kind of similar, but not the same. Well, that's all for today's video. We went over merge, concat, and join, and see you all in the next video. Thank you.